Hello everybody, this is David Blair, the Crosshairs Trader. This morning I quickly want to go over a pre-market summary, and what we look at as Crosshairs traders are the futures. I look at the S&P futures and the NASDAQ futures. On the left hand side you see the S&P, the right the NASDAQ. So let's take a look at some areas and where we are right now. Let's start with the S&P futures. We've had a nice rally up. That's history. Who cares about that right now? What we're looking at are some key levels of support. And what I'd like to see is for the prices, the general market, and these futures to hold these support levels right around 1119 and 1107. If we can hold in these areas, consolidate, then I believe we can break out of this range that we've been in for quite some time and head up to some other resistance levels and then be able to trade some individual stocks that have been trending and breaking out. Now on to the NASDAQ level. NASDAQ level is looking a little bit differently. It's had a little bit bigger push and it's gotten above another resistance level and sitting on top of that right now around 1967 and 1913. So this area here, if we can consolidate, then we could have that move just like on the S&P up to another resistance level. I'm also watching these moving averages. These moving averages have been moving sideways, hence the move sideways in the price for the last few months. But if we can start having these moving averages here line up the way us Crosshairs traders like them to be, we call them stacked, which could happen as this consolidates, these moving averages move in the direction we want them to. If we can have that happen, then we'll have a nice high probability opportunity to trade some up trades, trade the futures up, trade some indexes, some ETFs up as well. But right now we're going to be watching this level for consolidation after a good strong run and then a move back up, maybe a year-end rally. That's what we're watching. If this does not happen, if these levels do not hold, then we're possibly going back down, staying in this level of consolidation. Either way, we will be prepared and be ready to enter the market whichever way we need to. Now, a few of the stocks that we've been trading, and I want to mention AEM. Us Crosshairs traders had gotten in on AEM after a breakout. Because the market may be in an area right now that is consolidating, it may be a good time to either lighten up on this position, wait for another pullback, or if you're going to wait for a pullback, then add to your winning position in here. Would not surprise me if with AEM we have some consolidation and then a continued move up after this breakout. But that's one that we're going to have to watch. It's one that I mentioned in a weekly webinar that I posted Sunday, this past Sunday. Another one is PCP. This is one that I mentioned also in my Sunday webinar. This was a freebie in addition to the weekly crosshairs that we were looking at. But we were watching PCP with the understanding that it was advancing and breaking out with the market, that it could consolidate if the market decides to consolidate before it continues a run to its highs, which is around the 135 area. But already this week it's had a good strong move. Could be something where if you got into this trade on a breakout, you might want to take some profits or wait for it to settle back and add to your position. but you just need to be aware of the fact that if the market is going to consolidate, more than likely PCP is going to consolidate with it before it possibly has its next run up to that resistance level. But that's what we're watching. Some trades that we've been in the last couple of weeks that we've either gotten out of or lightened up on due to the fact that they had a strong run already is Panera. We got into Panera on the crosshair and the breakout up to a resistance level here. And now we're waiting to let it consolidate and give us an idea of whether or not it's going to continue to move up. If not, we won't look at that one for a while. But it is at a resistance level. We traded it up near that resistance level and are now waiting to see if it consolidates for another possible trade up. The other one we've been following and made some money on is CRM. CRM had some nice moves. It's had a nice trend for quite a long time. We had a crosshair back at the end of August, pulled back some, shot up again. We got into that trade, discussed that trade anyway as it broke out. And now with the market consolidating, probably a good time to either lighten up or be out of this trade and wait for it to continue to consolidate. And if the market decides it's going to run higher after its consolidation, CRM will be one to watch. If you haven't figured it out yet, we trade in the direction of the general market and in the direction of the futures, and we let the futures dictate our individual trades and the ability they have to make us money. Join me on my blog, thecrosshairstrader.com. Would love to have you. Inquire about my premium services and how you can join us Crosshairs traders twice a week at least in hour-long webinars as we discuss trades and where the general market may be hidden. Have a wonderful day.